So Chapter 66 of the Dragon Ball Super manga will continue the adventures of Planetary Moro versus Goku, and by the looks of things, it's not looking good for Goku, as if Moro is destroyed, Earth goes with him, and he is containing so much energy that if he is destroyed, it might release all that energy and destroy the entire galaxy. So what is Goku, who from a certain point of view helped Moro obtain the Earth, going to do against him now? Well, I think the answer is pretty obvious. Goku, for right now, is going to do nothing. Who, though, is the hero that can actually fight Planetary Moro without harming the Earth, and the person that they have purposefully left out of the last couple of chapters, specifically so that they can have a surprise and badass entrance? That's right, I'm talking about Vegeta, duh. But even though the last chapter left off on Goku versus Planetary Moro, I think the chapter 66 is going to actually start on Vegeta. Like, the first page will have Vegeta right there, so that us as an audience can say, oh yeah, he's there too, right? I will say though, whatever Vegeta's reaction to everything that's going on is, if he is annoyed at Goku for achieving Mastered Ultra Instinct and surpassing him again after he just surpassed him, I'm gonna be pretty irritated, because I am so sick and tired of Vegeta just being all pissy about how Goku always gets one up on him. It's old, guys. So I really hope that his reaction is something a little bit different. And you know what? I think it will be, because this chapter has taken a lot of time to kind of focus on Vegeta and his character and his wanting redemption from his, villainous days. So I think that he will have a more positive reaction to Goku mastering Ultra Instinct. Instead of getting pissy about it, he'll just have like a general respect and a wanting to say, oh, okay, well, you know what? I just have to work hard again, and, I'll surpass him again at some point. Good job, Kakaroto. So while I think that it's going to start with Vegeta, I think that he's not going to enter the fray immediately. I think that Goku is going to have some struggle with Planetary Moro in trying to figure out a way to defeat him whilst still not harming the Earth. Now, there's another kind of wrench in the cogs, so to speak, and that is Beerus and Whis. I really hope that these guys don't get involved, but I really have a bad feeling in my gut that Whis is going to end up using his time reversal ability again to undo Moro getting Maris's arm and fusing with the Earth. How anticlimactic and unsatisfying that will be, and that would be the worst possible thing that they could do, in my opinion. What do you guys think? What would you guys think if that actually happened? If we said, no, I'm going to go ahead and reverse time on that, although that would kind of ruin his objectivity, even though it kind of did in the Resurrection F saga, so... but a lot of people are thinking that this could lead to some sort of conflict with the gods, which I think that's like a natural direction to go. So I really think that Beerus and Whis should stay out of it, if not just leave entirely, so that they're just not there deflating any kind of tension. And I really think that Goku and Vegeta and the Z Fighters should all finish this and figure out a way to defeat Moro on their own, even though it's a little bit late for that, because Maris has already gotten involved and helped them out quite a bit by destroying Moro's copy orbs, except for the one with Maris's copy, of course. So now we have Angelic Planetary Moro 7-3. How crazy is that? Like, who thought that Moro would actually end up being the Earth? That's crazy stuff. So during Goku and Moro's fight, I really think it's a high possibility that Moro is going to try to take everybody's energy, because he is the Earth and everybody's standing on Moro right now. So I'm not really sure how Goku could really dodge Moro's energy stealing technique if he is literally the entire planet. Nobody else can dodge his energy stealing technique, so he literally just take everybody else's energy, and he is the Earth, so he has plenty of body to hold it all in. So, angelic planetary Moro 7-3, with everybody's energy, the power would be greater than Goku, so he would be able to defeat Goku. And how would Goku literally dodge the planet? I guess if he threw rocks at him or tried to send blasts his way, he would easily be able to dodge that, but he couldn't attack because then he would damage the Earth. And that's where Vegeta steps in, finding the perfect moment to strike. And Vegeta would definitely need to separate Moro from the Earth first, but Moro would still have Maris's copy, so I feel like Vegeta and Goku are going to have to work together. Goku putting Moro 7-3 in a full Nelson like he did with Raditz, and then Vegeta attacking him, separating him from Maris's from 7-3 actually, because that would put Moro at his regular self, and then 7-3 would probably still retain Maris's copy, but of course his body is far weaker, so wouldn't be able to contain the copy nearly as well as Moro 7-3 would. So geez, yeah, there's a lot of different ways this could go, but definitely the most straightforward way and a pretty obvious route that they're going with is Vegeta's involvement in splitting Moro 7-3 with the Earth, because if he doesn't utilize that ability in some way, shape, or form, in some constructive way, other than, you know, reviving some of the Namekians, then that technique would feel very, very wasted, like massively wasted potential there. So I know I've mentioned this before, but I definitely think that Majin Buu will still play some factor in some way, shape, or form in this final fight. So I think that there's going to be one more kind of twist thrown our way, because the Vegeta and Goku fighting Planetary Moro, that's definitely not enough to fill an entire chapter unless you just drag out Planetary Moro versus Goku for some reason. So I think that Goku versus Moro and then Vegeta versus Moro is going to be like about 1/2 to 75% of the chapter, and then I think we are actually going to get some Majin Buu stuff. But for the most part, the next chapter is going to focus heavily on Vegeta, and maybe toward the latter part of the chapter, Majin Buu will come in. And who knows, maybe the twist that I'm talking about that they bring up is going to cause Goku and Vegeta to not be able to defeat Moro 7-3, so it's all up to freaking Majin Buu, and he's going to come in at the last part of the chapter as like the hope of the universe, you know? And then he will spread out his pink sludgy body and encapsulate the entire Earth and essentially just absorb the entire Earth, and it'll become Majin Buu Earth. But no, for real, I think that there is a possibility, even though this arc as a whole has had a lot of similarities with the Cell Saga, I think there is a slim possibility that either Goku or Vegeta, more likely Vegeta, is going to try to sacrifice themselves, or have to sacrifice themselves, to defeat Moro. Which I would not like, but possibly the Grand Supreme Kai inside Majin Buu might have something or some way to bring them back to life other than having to use the Dragon Balls again, or the Super Dragon Balls, or the Namekian Dragon Balls, or whatnot. So yeah, chapter 66, heavy focus on Goku versus Planetary Moro, and very heavy focus on Vegeta especially. And I will say that however much I would love for Vegeta to be the one to take out Moro, I don't think it's going to happen, at least not as straightforward as that. I think it's definitely going to be more likely a Goku and Vegeta teamwork kind of thing. But Vegeta at least being the one to do the final blow will be very satisfying. However, it's all really tainted by that last chapter, chapter 65, because everything that's happening from this point forward is because of Goku and his inaction. You know, if it was written differently, if Goku had just like given Moro a chance but not an entire chapter's worth of chance and a senzu bean, then I think it would have been much more satisfying. So Vegeta being the one to take out Moro, it's kind of, the satisfaction is kind of gonna be hindered by that fact. So other than that, this is a very difficult chapter to try to predict because it could really go in just freaking 100 different directions. But I think the things that are more definitive is definitely Goku versus Planetary Moro, obviously, and then Vegeta stepping in and splitting Moro from the Earth. Now, considering what happened in the last chapter with Moro freaking fusing with the Earth itself, like something as wacky as that, like think of how wacky it could be. I really hope that we don't get Moro trying to fuse with the galaxy or the air molecules or something freaking stupid like that. That would be too far. Tell you what. But what do you guys think is gonna happen in the chapter? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching and take it easy.